Hi guys, welcome back. After just a brief break, I'm here with the cast of Girls, Guts, Glory. We have Sujata, Kim, and Erika here. You guys just came from the table where you were playing with DM Matt Mercer. How was the game, Kim?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was so much fun to play because I'm usually DMing, so it was a blast just to show up and get to play. So we had a fun time for sure.
Getting to be a character is a little bit different than having to make the whole adventure.
It's fun. It takes way less time, so I liked that. I just got to show up and have fun with the girls, and of course Matt Mercer's incredible, so it was a learning experience as well, for sure.
Everyone was abuzz about the costumes. Sujata, yours was especially well loved. People were wondering about your eyebrows and your beard. Tell us a little bit about your
still
costume.
got my eyebrows on.
Yeah.
I kind of love my costume because I get to sleep in and wake up later than everybody else, and I just rolled out of bed and came here and put my mustache on. And Kim does my beard, which today was extra special. I feel like.
What? Tell us why.
Yeah.
Because I thought I noticed.
Yeah, so she did she always does a French braid thing with my actual hair. And today it just was in place. And usually if you watch our videos, there's no continuity in our videos. So basically it'll be here in episode 3, and then by episode 5 it's down here. But yeah, Kim did a fantastic job. Thank you, Kim, for the beard today. And I do my own eyebrows and mustache.
Very well done.
But yeah, I get to be so comfortable, and I'm not jealous of them in corsets and stuff. So
you guys look fantastic, though. I love your wings.
Thank you.
How are those to wear the whole time?
It's fine. I just keep hitting people with them. And my right wing has just been having a little bit of trouble. It just will constantly start to droop. They weren't made to last this long.
To be used that many times over.
And be brought in a suitcase on an airplane and...
That's the struggle.
Yeah.
I know that from my armor. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about Girls, Guts, Glory, outside of even just today at the Stream of Annihilation. For people who maybe haven't tuned in before or haven't seen your show, give us the elevator speech of what it is.
Well, it's a group of girls. We're all actresses. We live in LA. It's something that my sister actually brought to me. My sister and Rachel went to college together, and they played D&D. And then she moved down to LA and started living with me. And she's like, I really want to start a D&D group. And so she started telling me about it. And I was like, oh, well, let's do it with our girlfriends. That sounds like fun. And so the DM just gets to write a story and play all the other characters. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Sure, why not? And then I ordered the Dungeon Master's Guide and the Player's Handbook, and then I immediately was like, what did I get myself into? This is 800 pages, big pages of rules. But we've been having a lot of fun. We've been learning together. So now it's been about a year and a half that we've been playing together. And we started playing, and then Alice at our birthday was like, "What? You're playing Dungeons and Dragons? I want in." So then we got Alice in, and it's just been a lot of fun to do together. And here this weekend's a girls' trip. So yeah, it's fun.
Have you guys all known each other a long time, or how did you all get together?
Well,
as a
I've
group?
known her forever.
Yeah, you guys are sisters.
Been here since birth.
Right.
I've been friends with Sujata and Alice and Allie for probably 8 years, so a long time. And then her and Rachel.
Well, you used to live with Allie.
We all lived with Allie.
Wow.
I've known Rachel since college, so quite a few years now. And she and I have been best friends, and she moved down a couple years ago, and so it was just all the more reason,
Totally.
to nerd out.
And you guys get to play all together in one place, which is kind of rare for some of these other shows where a lot of people are calling in or you're using video conferencing. Does that make it even more fun, you think?
Oh yeah, because it's when they come over to our apartment, we order food. Sometimes we'll have wine. We'll be in pajamas.
Yeah.
She'll be in her onesie half the time.
Yeah, that's my uniform when I'm not out and
We're
about.
all
Prime D&D wear.
Always.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Did you guys used to role play as kids when you were sisters together? I mean, that's what I did as a kid. We would put on plays and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah,
we
we
put
play
on many
dress up.
shows. Many shows.
All the time.
So does it feel similar to that, or an extension of that?
Yeah, there was less fear involved in our in our princess
That makes
dress
sense.
up situations. But it's fun.
Cool. So you guys are kind of going to be pre-taping these shorter episodes. Why do you prefer to work that way with the show?
Well, when we first started filming, it was May of last year, so we'd only been playing 6 months.
Right.
And so, I'm used to, as an actress, okay, cool, so we film, if I mess up, no big deal.
Right.
And I think there was like just felt like so much pressure to film live, and also, yeah, and what we actually saw that we kind of were inspired by was D and Diesel, and so that was done where it was, you know, edited and stuff. And we're in LA, so we're like surrounded by editors and sound people and lights, and that's just kind of what we decided to do firsthand.
Really nice.
And it took a little bit of the pressure off, you know, so because we're all still learning. We're still learning. Like there's so many rules. So it lets us go.
I
like
definitely messed up in the game.
yeah, I mean we always mess up.
Let's be honest, who didn't?
Yeah.
In our group. 'Cause I definitely
But
did.
when you have, you know, the freedom to go like, I'm gonna, you know what, let me look at my rule book, let me take the time without feeling the pressure, and that's kind of why we originally did it, and because we like moving quickly,
Right.
Because we, you know, we're easily distracted, like we don't usually sit down and sit and watch hours, so we kind of wanted to try something a little different where it's quick, short.
That's great.
Yeah.
So how long will each episode be?
For the one coming up, it'll be about 14, 15 minutes.
Oh,
For
nice.
the season that we just released, they're about 10 minutes each.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
it's a totally different way of kind of serving it up. That's great.
Yeah, we really like the option of either like just people watching as we go, you know, like as the episodes are released,
Right.
or like once it's all released, they can just watch them all on their own.
Right. That's awesome.
it's
I
very-
love marathoning.
But being here, we have been actually pretty inspired by the live stream situation. So
Yeah?
that might be happening sometime in the future.
Yeah.
Special events or something like that?
Yeah, or just doing it live stream. Because also I'm editing this thing right now, and I've been
Hefty.
locked in my apartment alone in my room having mental breakdowns. For no mental
You're
breakdowns.
editing it all personally?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big job.
Yeah, it's a big job. So I'm like, if I can not do that again, like maybe that'd be great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
As a Twitch fan, I am totally supportive of live episodes, and I would love to watch
Yeah.
those. So. Tell me a little bit about some of your favorite moments on the show, because I love hearing about your characters and about like situations that they got into, things that really resonated with you. Because certainly the fans who are watching have their favorites, and they love to hear if those were the same ones or what you were thinking. So Sujata, has there been a favorite moment for you in the show?
Let me think. Oh, I think can I give away spoilers or should I not? Like in our second season? Should I not
We
give
just
a-
shot something for Wizards of the
I'll
Coast.
just like generally say like Ichabod in first season is pretty. He's a boy. He's a fighter. He doesn't get too emotional. I think we see a softer side of Ichabod in season 2, and I really enjoyed kind of delving into that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of softer side? Like what emotionally did that do for you?
You know, he has a tough past.
Yeah?
He has a tough past, and he's an orphan, and he's not really educated. So that stuff just comes up. It was triggered,
Right.
And yeah. So I think
So we have that to look forward to.
there's a bit of tugging of the heartstrings happening.
Ooh,
with
I
Ichabod
love that in
season
D&D.
2. Yeah.
That's cool. Did it have either of you guys had similar experiences, ones that we can look forward to, or any that you want to tell us about from
Well,
before?
actually, last night, if anyone caught the Tower of the Curator and Farron's
that was
heartbreaking demise. Farron is an NPC in what we already filmed. So
Oh,
there'll be a
really?
little like a memorandum of Farron Reed Underbow. But yeah, so keep an eye out for him in the next thing that we have coming out for you guys. But yeah, so tear.
Yeah.
Single tear.
I think a lot of people felt those heartstrings last
Yeah.
night. It
Oh
was-
my gosh, I definitely did.
yeah. The ripping up of the character sheets, so brutal. Yeah. What about you, Erika?
Gosh, and so I just loved in our first season just seeing how everyone reacted to the drunk ring.
I heard about that. It
yeah.
sounded amazing.
Between Ichabod trying to fight everyone and Lilith trying to seduce everyone, it was like it was just a really fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How has this kind of affected the friendship of all of you guys? Because coming in together as actresses, something that you love to do for work, but also hanging out in a group of people who are friends and getting to, like you said, hang out in your jammies, drink some wine, eat some
Yeah.
food. What has that done for you guys as a group?
I mean, it's definitely brought us all closer for sure. Because we've been friends, but this is definitely like a separate thing. And having more consistent games, it means like we see each other more often. We're all so busy, so but when we have that time set, and the first hour of every time we all show up is spent like catching up
Right.
on like the date that someone went on, and what's happening with the boyfriend, and that sort of stuff.
Absolutely. What about you guys? Anything to add to the parties that you guys
I
have?
mean, it's definitely just brought us closer together because, I feel like a lot of the time people are always like, we should hang out. Yeah, we should totally hang out. And then, like, something always comes up, or it's really hard to have, like, to make plans as, like, actresses because, like, auditions and, like, shoots. And we never find out until, like, the day before if we have something going on. So it's nice to have, like, time set aside specifically to, like, hang out with your friends and, like, catch up and, like, have fun with them.
Tell me. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, personally, mentally for me, this has been amazing because I know that, like, when we do play that night, when I, like, go to sleep, I have the best dreams, and I think it's, like, really, it, like, stirs your imagination, and it's something that we're used to doing in acting and stuff, but, like, it takes me away from, like, checking my phone or, like, watching Netflix. So this is, like, a really, like, if I ever decide to have kids, I'd be like, you should play for, like, your mental health.
Totally.
Speaking of, actually, one of the high rollers came up to us yesterday and said that his daughter, who's 4, loves Girls Guts Glory's first season. He puts it on, and she goes like, "Daddy, I want to do that." And he was so grateful, and it touched me so much that this 4-year-old girl was like, "I want to dress up and do that." So, and it made him very happy too, obviously.
Isn't that crazy to kind of be a role model by playing make-believe with your friends?
And
feel
how
like
lucky
that,
are we?
I know. And I wanted to ask, especially since all of you are actresses, and I was struck by, as I'm walking around, I get to see the tidbits of the stream, and I got to watch you guys on the TV, and even in previous episodes that I've seen, you're all so very expressive when you act out your characters. And D&D kind of has a range, right? You can play just by describing what your character's doing, or you can fully act out everything they do. Tell me about being actresses and bringing your characters to life, and how that has been in kind of experimenting with your profession in this thing that you do for fun.
I mean, for me, I do improv comedy. So I like want to go full 110% with any kind of character. And I was just super excited to come up with Ichabod and do a terrible British accent and dress up and just be something else, because that's what we love to do in general. So I wanted to go like balls to the wall. Yeah.
With acting, you get certain roles that you get to play. I have gotten, you get certain roles that you end up playing. And this has been fun to, play an ogre or a gigantic orc or something that no way on earth would anyone ever cast, 5'1" me as.
I'm definitely typecast. I always get cast as a British dwarf.
That makes sense. That's what I see when I, Erika, anything to add as an actress?
I mean, I'm not like super deep into acting. My repertoire is mostly like commercials. So
She's
I
a
don't.
stylist.
Yeah, I do
And
styling
you can thank
like
her
as
for
my
the
day job.
costume.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, awesome.
And like so most of I feel like most of the commercial acting is just like being expressive and I don't have to say much. So like I feel like I get to do like the like face stuff, but now I have to actually talk.
Right.
So sometimes it's great, and sometimes I get really nervous, like when I know that a bunch of people are looking at me.
Has it affected the way that you approach your craft at all? Has it, in one way or the other, has acting affected how you play D&D, or vice versa, D&D affected how you go about acting?
I think it brings a little bit less fear on both sides.
Really?
So, here today we got to play in front of everyone live, all ridiculous. And I think it brings less, makes you less scared in auditions to take risks a little bit. And then also just the fact that we're actresses makes it less scary to show up and be ridiculous, because that's what we do for a living. So, yeah.
Yeah, I do think it helps, especially like character development and that sort of thing, because I did take acting classes and they always talked about like intention and, why you're doing this. And I feel like it helps with D&D helps with that, because like you're not just going to go like walk over across, the room and not have a reason to do that. So I think it helps like building intentions and building, like backstory and like more reasons to do what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I will say in terms of season 1, because I had only started playing with these guys, and when we were shooting it, I don't think I had the rules down at all or anything. So I would kind of use my acting to cover up my lack of skill. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
But I
She has
mean,
like a -1 intelligence. And so every time she would mess up, she's like, I'm not very smart.
It's like my go-to.
hey, it works. I mean, that's how you play D&D, right? You find the place where you're strong and play where it's fun. So tell us a little bit about where we can find season 1, when we can find season 2, where we can find it so that we can keep up with you guys.
Well, you can find us on YouTube for our season 1, Girls Guts Glory. You should be able to find it if you Google that. And then our website, girlsgutsgloryrpg.com. It has character sheets if you want to see kind of backstories and stuff for our characters. And then the new season, I don't know if I'm allowed to announce. I think June 15th is when we're trying to do it. And that'll be for, we're not quite sure when or what's happening. I don't think that was for me. I saw someone in the. But anyway, I think June 15th is what we're shooting for. We're in editing and post-production right now, and that will be for Wizards of the Coast on Twitch, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see that.
Yeah.
Anything else? Actually, I wanted to ask where we can follow you guys individually. Twitter, Instagram, anything like that?
I have Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. It's all at Sujata Day, SUJATADAY.
Yeah. And me too, same thing. Instagram, Twitter, everything at Kim Hidalgo, HIDALGO.
And I also have Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at @StylePixie, @StylePixie.
And Girls Guts Glory at Girls Guts Glory on Twitter and Instagram.
Great. Well, thank you guys so much. It's been a pleasure. You guys are going to be around the rest of today, right? Hanging out?
We'll be in and out, yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
Great. Well, I will see you there.
Thanks so
And
much.
In fact, we have lots of people hanging out here at the Stream of Annihilation. We are going to be checking in now at Studio C. Let's see what people are doing on over there.